and you're not cueing straight. So firstly I set up the ghost ball potting aid, so you've got to make sure that the crosshairs are straight up, over, so they go over that point, okay, so they're completely vertical. You slide it up to the object ball, and now get directly behind that line, and then this little ridge here in the blade pocket trainer, just slide that up, line that up, that line there with the crosshairs on the ghost ball potting aid, right up to the ball, and now that's in line. So if I cue straight through this point, aiming at the crosshairs on the ghost ball potting aid, that ball is going to go in there, and if I don't touch the sides, I know I've got a dead straight cue. Trust the setup, trust the potting aid, got to trust the potting aid, otherwise it doesn't go in. Okay, I hit ever so slightly to the sides, trusted as better, I just at the bottom. So there you go, so my cueing's going down, which means
Hi everybody, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Now we're really excited to be back up and running, bringing these videos to you, and we're going to be bringing lots more in the future. But we thought now would be a good time to cover the basics. Spread the fingers nice and wide, and then drag the knuckles up to form the strong base. The biggest thing that people do wrong here is they don't keep the tips of their fingers on the table and keep it soft.
Goes like that, and the tip is a lot larger than the ferrule, so the size of the tip go out like that. Who would use that? Barry Hawkins would use that, Ricky Walden, players like that. You see, if you go on my website and look at tip shapes, you'll see both of them on there. Spinning the cue, as I'm doing now, I'm going to slowly turn the cue as I go. I'm sure there's other methods for doing this, but I've had so many videos asking how I've done them that it's worth at least giving you an idea. And if someone's got an easier method, stick on a video and we'll use that.
Well, Christopher, I don't know if how keen you are on the game, but you can go down your local hardware store, buy some white tape. Okay, this line here is the line of the shot. Okay, this is a line at 90 degrees. This is a line roughly 60 degrees. I'm not going to argue. I haven't got a protractor. Okay, not in my cue case. Put this heel, this foot on the line of the shot. Put the other heel at on the 60-degree line. Okay, keep your right leg straight, your left leg bent. And all of a sudden, that is roughly the position to get down into the balls. OK, this distance apart could be a problem.
The line up, so you get reds that go down the centre of the table. We've got a couple here, the other side of the blue, down to the pink, and generally the players will put them between pink and black, and maybe a couple behind the spot. So that's a good little routine to get you going. Most of the players will use that to get warmed up. Great for screws and stuns and position. If you get to become a more advanced player, this routine here is fantastic. And the reason being, you have to pot the bottom red to get on the black and leave an angle, so the other red now goes in the opposite pocket. So unless your position is of a high standard, you won't be able to pot the next red. This is a routine a lot of the top boys use. John Higgins certainly does. So once you pot that one, you want to be on position on the black, over there for the bottom one, that one will move, and then this one pots. So you just keep doing that. Brilliant, brilliant for your maximum breaks.
Okay.
Give you tips about pre-shot routine, shot approach and cue action. If you want to improve your snooker game and take your game to another level, watch this video to the end.
In this episode I will show you how to aim with the closed eyes, I will show you how to do it correctly and execute it in the right way. I have a straight green ball, and I want to show you that short approach is very important to have straight cueing as well. So first I look into the aiming line, so straight bang to the green ball center.
Now, the questions that Jay has asked is sort of looking shots in front and also when to and when not to go into the pack. And break building in general. Now, what you will see is when you're watching most of the guys on the TV, what they try and actually do is get the top pockets as clear as quickly as possible. Obviously, this allows the black to go in either corner and thus giving them more range of shots to be able to play, obviously. So the situation is now that this red, this one here, is actually blocking the black.
The straighter you're able to cue in snooker, the more simplistic the game becomes. So what are the basic things that anybody can do to help their cueing technique, as well as exercises you can use to continuously improve your cueing? This is Break from Life. The reason is you lose a lot of focus on what's actually going on in front of you, and it's really not a good idea to work out what your body's doing via feel, especially when there's alternative solutions to this. You see, the best thing you can do is work out exactly where your cue arm finishes when you've completed a shot. You'll start to find you gradually improve if you find a position that feels right and consistently practice delivering a cue into this position. But of course, when you're playing any sort of game, you want to be doing this naturally already. And during a frame of snooker with anyone, there's only two things you really want to be concerned about: how you're lining the shot up and staying down on the shot. Because in these situations, what you're really...
And then what do we mean by tip and slide? I'm going to put my back against the wall here. So let's have a look at that. I wonder if we can bring the camera a little bit closer to the wall. That's it, so we can see. I'm going to do a tipping action here.
Is when we need to pot the brown and gain position on the blue. We need to say balk side of the blue because the next shot is going to be the pink. So going across the line of the blue, we need to be quite precise. So here we pot the brown, gain position on the blue by going across the line.
I would play just centre ball on the routine to start off with, get used to potting these balls from each one of these angles just using centre ball. Then I'd move on to playing the stun shots and then playing some screw shots. So you can start to do this on the black, the pink, we've already seen the blue. You can use it all around the table to start building up that angle recognition. So you'll always hear it on the TV when the players are playing around the black spot. Professional snooker players do not want to leave the white straight on the black. Once we leave our white straight on the black, all we can do is move the white forwards or backwards. So that's why professional players are always trying to leave a bit more of an angle on the colours and on the red balls as well, so that they can easily manoeuvre the white ball around the table. Now the second thing, and this was a very big one, and I think this is common for a lot of players, is that I was very reluctant to make changes. So whatever I did naturally, that's what I wanted to carry on doing, and I didn't want to make changes in my game. So I changed all kinds of things about my game when I was improving. So I used to stand with both legs bent, which is not what most